Hey everyone, welcome back to Receipts Ready. You're gonna want to sit down for this one. I just destroyed my best friend's career in front of the entire company. And honestly, she had it coming. Let me give you some background. I'm Emma, 29F, and I've been working at this marketing firm for 3 years. My best friend Sarah, also 29F, started there 6 months after me. We clicked instantly. Late night work sessions, weekend coffee dates, the whole thing. I genuinely thought she was my person. About 2 months ago, a senior marketing director position opened up. It was literally my dream job. I'd been working toward this for years, staying late, taking on extra projects, building relationships with clients. Sarah knew how badly I wanted it. She was the first person I called when the position was posted. I spent weeks preparing my presentation. Sarah even helped me practice it. She gave me feedback, suggested improvements, the whole supportive best friend routine. I was so grateful to have her in my corner. The application deadline was on a Friday. I submitted mine that morning, feeling confident. That afternoon, Sarah casually mentioned she'd also applied. I was shocked, but tried to be supportive. Competition between friends happens, right? 2 weeks later, they announced the decision. Sarah got the job. I was devastated, but tried to be happy for her until I found out exactly how she got it. So the Monday after Sarah got promoted, I was grabbing coffee when I overheard 2 managers talking. They were discussing how impressed they were with Sarah's presentation. Specifically, her innovative client retention strategy. My blood ran cold. That was my strategy. The one I'd spent weeks developing. The one Sarah had helped me practice. I confronted her that afternoon. She claimed it was just a coincidence, that great minds think alike. But I knew better. She had literally stolen my entire presentation. That's when I started digging. I went through every email, every document I'd shared with her. The evidence was overwhelming. Not only had she taken my client retention strategy, but she'd also used my market analysis, my campaign ideas, even my specific wording. But here's the thing that really got me. During one of our practice sessions, Sarah had recorded herself giving feedback on my presentation. She'd sent me the audio file so I could review her suggestions later. In that recording, she literally said, my ideas were brilliant and game-changing. She had no idea I still had that file. I spent the next week planning my revenge. The monthly company-wide meeting was coming up, where all the directors present their strategies to the entire firm. Sarah would be presenting my stolen ideas to everyone. I requested time to present a team collaboration initiative. My manager approved it, thinking I was being supportive of Sarah's promotion. If only he knew. So the day of the meeting arrived. The entire company was there. Executives, managers, all our colleagues. Sarah presented first, confidently sharing my stolen strategies like they were her own brilliant innovations. Everyone was impressed. She was getting nods of approval, compliments from senior leadership. I sat there watching her bask in praise for my work. Then it was my turn. I stood up and started my presentation about collaboration and intellectual integrity. I talked about how important it is to give credit where credit is due, how the best ideas often come from team brainstorming sessions. Then I dropped the bomb. I said I wanted to share a perfect example of collaborative thinking by playing an audio clip from a recent brainstorming session. I hit play on Sarah's own recording. Her voice filled the room, clearly praising the client retention strategy as my brilliant idea. Then my voice explaining the market analysis she'd just presented as her own. Then Sarah again, calling my campaign concepts game-changing. The room went dead silent. I watched Sarah's face turn white as she realized what was happening. Our CEO's expression shifted from confusion to understanding to absolute fury. But I wasn't done. I pulled up side-by-side slides showing her presentation next to my original documents. Identical strategies, identical wording, even identical formatting. The timestamps on my files were weeks before her interview. Sarah tried to interrupt, tried to explain, but the evidence was overwhelming. She had used her own voice to prove she'd stolen everything. So, the aftermath was swift and brutal. The meeting ended immediately after my presentation. Sarah was escorted to HR within minutes. By the end of that day, her promotion was revoked. By the end of the week, she was fired for intellectual property theft and professional misconduct. The CEO personally apologized to me and offered me the director position. Apparently, my original application had been their second choice anyway. If they'd known Sarah had stolen everything from me, the decision would have been obvious. Sarah tried reaching out afterward, claiming she never meant to hurt me, that she just got caught up in the competition. But stealing someone's work isn't getting caught up in anything. It's calculated betrayal. The best part? Word spread throughout our industry. Turns out, when you publicly humiliate someone for plagiarism at a company meeting, people talk. She's had trouble finding work ever since. I know some people think I went too far, that I could have handled it privately. But she made the choice to steal from me publicly, so I exposed her publicly. She used my trust against me and then had to face the consequences when I used her own words against her. Now I'm thriving in my dream job, building the career I worked so hard for. And Sarah? She learned the hard way that karma is real, and sometimes it comes with audio evidence. Honestly, I think the karma was well-deserved here. The audacity of stealing your best friend's work and then acting like it was just coincidence? Emma played this perfectly. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for being here.